Tonight, I know I talk about my Dynasty Fantasy Football League a lot, but, I have the draft, the rookie draft tonight, and it's a top 10 Tuesday. So I figured, why the hell not do the top 10 rookies in fantasy football this year in a PPR league? So that's my list.
I'm excited, man. This is my first real dive deep into this because I don't ever do this.
Yeah, I love it. And this is what gets me familiar with all the rookies. Like, when I first got into this league and these guys were naming, really bench players and third stringers and practice squad guys, I was like, man, how do these guys know everybody? Now I realize, because you research them every year. Like, I could go about 50 deep on skill positions and where they're playing, how their season's going to look, and stuff like that. But let's stick with the top 10. And number 10 is where I'm coincidentally picking tonight. I'm hoping to land a quarterback. I don't think the quarterback I'm going to want is going to be there. But number 10 on my list that you should draft if you're doing a rookie fantasy football draft, Rashod Bateman, wide receiver, Baltimore Ravens. Lamar Jackson needed a number one. Ravens went out, spent a first-round pick, got him a number one. Now, is that going to translate into, let's say, Jefferson numbers from last year? Probably not, just because the Ravens don't have that type of offense. But if I'm picking at number 10 and he's still available, I'm taking Bateman. Look at him here on this go route. He was a beast in college,
explosive.
man. Yeah, thick dude. He was listed at 6'2" in college. At the combine, he listed at 6 foot. So his play made him appear bigger than he was.
I mean, you know what? I like that camera trick they did right there. Sorry for the videographer, because when you shoot up, you make a player look bigger than what he really is, and he looked like a giant right there.
All right, I see what you're doing, Corey. So that's who I got at number 10. Number 9 on my list. This is where you can kind of pick and choose. I went back and forth because I wanted to put a quarterback here, and it's either between Justin Fields or Trey Lance. I'm going with Trey Lance. He's not going to be the guy that starts out your season as a powerhouse quarterback, because Garoppolo is probably going to get the first couple of games and get those snaps. But by end of the season, he's going to be a top 10 fantasy quarterback.
I can definitely see that with the way that Kyle Shanahan is going to go ahead and groom this guy and put him in a position to win. You're right. He may not start out the season like that because it's going to probably be Jimmy G in the driver's seat. But come into the season, I expect Trey Lance to be in somewhere in that top rookie conversation. So, yeah, smart pick.
Well, I'm trying not to give away too much of my draft strategy tonight in case my boys are watching. But
taking notes.
That's why I haven't really gone deep into this.
Who's in this league? I'm about to send this to all of them right now.
No, don't do it.
All right, let me shut up. Let me say less.
Hey, all I know is I hope that if you have a quarterback option and you got Trey Lance and Justin Fields on the board, you take Justin Fields.
Really?
You got to, man.
Yeah.
I just feel like he's got more potential with where he's at, because I feel like we're going to see Justin Fields sooner.
Yeah, I just don't like that Matt Nagy offense. It hasn't proven to put a winning quarterback on the field in any type of situation. And the way Kyle Shanahan is most likely going to use Trey Lance as a running back as well in that zone scheme, I just feel like fantasy-wise,
fantasy points.
That's what you got to remember. This is all about fantasy
I'm talking about
points.
Quarterback.
Yeah,
you're talking fantasy.
I'm talking fantasy. I don't give a damn if they win a game. I give a damn if they put up 500 yards and 200 on the ground. What's up, Fish?
Who does Justin Fields play on?
He plays for the Bears, and we hate the Bears.
And who is he going to play twice?
The Lions.
Exactly.
And we love the Lions.
And what is Justin
October
Fields
3rd,
going?
when the Lions play him, he's going to go off.
Yep. I said that, and you guys, Fish, you're stupid. He's
Who
not
called you stupid,
Ain't nobody say that.
You guys were telling me that
Listen, if Mitch Trubisky can own us, Justin Fields is very capable of owning us. I would never call you stupid for that.
Yeah, you guys were laughing when they picked Andy Dalton on the Bears, and you guys were laughing when they picked Justin Fields.
I'm more concerned about Justin Fields than I have ever been about Andy Dalton in my entire fucking life.
We were scared.
I ain't
scared.
I ain't laugh about Justin Fields. When they drafted Justin Fields, I said, fuck.
Yeah. Number 8 on this list, the quarterback that will be starting from day one, and so far, he's recovering from a shoulder injury, but he's looked pretty damn good in mini camps and training camps from what I've watched. Trevor Lawrence, he should be the first quarterback off the board in a rookie draft. If you're in a super flex, he's clearly the number 1 overall, but this is for PPR only. This is not a super flex league, so I have him at number 8. And if he falls to 8, 2 picks before me, I'm going to be so bitter, man, because this is who I really want on my squad.
So what do you go? You go more for like the running backs and receivers.
Our league, every league's a little bit different. Our league, running backs are a premium, and like you'll see in the rookie drafts, running backs will go a lot higher than they should normally. But we get them for 5 years, so the attrition on a running back is pretty much in 5 years their career's over.
Yeah.
So you need to lock them up for the entirety of their rookie deal. Wide receivers really don't typically hit their stride till like year 2 or year 3. So you have some more time, and then you got to re-up them on, when you can get them as a free agent. So there's a little bit of strategy in drafting only running backs in our league for that reason. Speaking of wide receivers, number 7 on this list, I know a lot of people wanted him here in Detroit. Jalen Waddle, wide receiver, University, Miami, Miami Dolphins.
I think he's going to end up being the best wide receiver out the draft this year.
He definitely has a chance because of the position that he's fallen in. And, honestly, this year's draft, not great for skill players. I got to be honest. And here he is with one of his crazy punt returns.
Outside of the first few, there really wasn't much.
Right? No,
this was a quarterback-heavy year.
Yeah, like last year you had Jerry Jeudy, you had Jefferson, you had Taylor, you had CEH, you had all these big names coming out and, contributing right away. I don't know if we're going to get that a ton out of guys this year, but Jalen Waddle being reunited with Tua not really having many options at wide receiver. Like Devontae Parker isn't that dude. So I think Waddle's going to get his shine.
Oh, yeah, and also, too, if Waddle comes in there fully healthy, he has speed that is scary.
Yes.
I think that's going to make a lot of defenders shy this year, and whoever picks up Waddle in your league, they're going to be very pleased.
Yep, I think so too. Number 6, I loved this guy, and I actually love the other guy that he played with too, Michael Carter at North Carolina. Javonte Williams. He got drafted to Denver. Denver went super wide receiver heavy last year, and this year they shored up the running back position. Javonte Williams, if you watch him run at North Carolina, just violent and just aggressive and just mean. I love this guy. Look at, first of all, great read there. Then he gets around the outside, 1 tackle, 2 tackles. Fuck your face. Get out of my way. And he just keeps running. Like this guy, this is what I look for when I'm doing my scouting on these rookies. Like, not only do they know how to read the hole, but do they have that speed to where a guy's taking an angle and the guy misses his angle? That's when I know he's ready for the NFL.
Javonte Williams looks like he has a high motor, and that is somebody that you're going to really need in this type of league. Man, I wish I would have gotten into this.
It's crazy, because that's a second-round pick right there, and you got him that high.
Yeah.
So that's crazy.
That is the
you
weird
got to dive deep into this.
Well, last year CEH was the 32 number overall pick in the entire NFL, but he was number 1. He went number 1 overall in our league. I got Taylor at number 2 last year, and he was a second-round pick going number 2 overall. So yeah. What they're drafted as doesn't really translate to what they're going to be fantasy-wise.
Yeah.
There's a couple cases coming up like that,
too.
what
would you say, if you were to look at your draft from last year, the first, how many you got, 13?
12 players.
12. The first 12, how many of them actually were good? Success?
I'd say 5 or 6 from last year.
Wow, that's still pretty impressive.
And I was able to steal Antonio Gibson in the second round last year.
That's a scoop.
So, yeah, doing my research. Thank you, Memphis, for having an awesome offense. Let's move on to number 5, Devonta Smith, wide receiver, Philadelphia. He's brought there strictly to take the roof off this thing, and hopefully Jalen Hurts can throw the ball far enough to get it out there to Devonta Smith. That's my only concern. Honestly, he's going to be their number 1. They took Rager last year. Rager was supposed to have a big year, supposed to be the guy that blew the top off the defense. Smith is a much faster player. I like him in that offense. I just don't love the quarterback in that offense right now.
Well, hey, you talked about Tua being reunited with Waddle. Hurts is reunited with another one of his guys. So hopefully they're able to go ahead and build some rapport early off the bat. If so, might not be a bad pick drafting Devonta Smith there. Me personally, I'm not that real high on him just in general, but still a talent nonetheless.
Yeah, definitely.
It's crazy how Waddle's getting all the hype.
Because I think if Waddle
the lead receiver there was Devonta Smith, who was the Heisman Trophy winner.
Because I think if Waddle didn't get hurt,
he was hurt,
Waddle would have been the Heisman Trophy winner.
That's my scare, though. That's my scare. Everybody all hype about Waddle. Yes, I think he's explosive. He's fast as hell. But, man, that injury, I don't know about that.
Yeah, best ability is availability, and if you don't have it, you are in trouble. Number 4 on this list, and in the top 4, This is where I really had a rough time because these guys could really be all over the place depending on need for your team. But this guy is a role that could fill anywhere. Kyle Pitts, tight end, obviously the Atlanta Falcons. They've let go of Julio Jones, so he's going to be a main target along with Calvin Ridley. I think Ridley's going to have the really breakout year, but Kyle Pitts is definitely in the mix to be an immediate impact at tight end. Like, he's going to be at least a top 10 tight end this year coming into the league. So if your team's lacking a tight end, I have George Kittle, so I'm not pursuing this guy, but I wouldn't mind starting 2 tight ends either if I had Kyle Pitts.
You know what? A lot of people dog out Shannon Sharp for some of his opinions, and rightfully so, but one thing you can say about Shannon Sharp, he knows tight ends. He's on the Hall of Fame for being one. And he said that Kyle Pitts is a generational talent at the tight end position, and he's going to be a problem for the next decade to come. So on that aspect, I'm going to lean with Shannon. Kyle Pitts about to be a problem in Atlanta.
And that's the thing, is he's going to be such a high target for this team. Like, he's going 1,000, 1,200 yards this year.
And, I mean, the great thing about him is you can play him on the tight end. You can play him on the outside. He can run the whole route tree. He can take the top off the defense, get 50-50 balls. He's almost like a tight end version of Megatron.
Yeah. Oh, that's exactly what he's supposed to be. He's not going to be the big blocker. He's going to be the split tight end. He's going to get a lot of the looks, and they may actually just play him on the route tree as a wide receiver too. So you're definitely going to get production out of Pitts no matter where you draft him. If you get him at number 4, I think you're getting a steal. But I have him number 4 here. And here, to your point, Joey, this guy, obviously, he's higher than the number 1 overall pick and on the same team. I'm talking Travis Etienne. Running back, Jacksonville. Now, I know James Robinson had a good year last year. He went over 1,000 yards, undrafted rookie. But they would not have gone out and gotten Travis if they didn't think that he was going to be the lead role in this offense. And you watch this guy play. This is what I'm talking about. See, that guy has the angle? Nope, you do not have that angle. That's what I look for in my players transitioning from NCAA to the NFL. Can they make the guy miss? Can they make the guy understand that you need a better angle to pursue me? And when you get that at that level, you understand that they have the speed for the next.
That acceleration is scary.
Dude, it's crazy. And I'm looking forward to what Urban Meyer does in that offense. And, obviously they still have Laviska Shenault. They still have DJ Chark. And, of course, our boy Marvin Jones joined the squad in the offseason. Number 2 on this list, Jamar Chase. And this is where, if you need a wide receiver, this is your dude. He's going to step in and be the number 1 in Cincinnati right away. It's not going to be T. Higgins. It's not going to be Tyler Boyd. It is going to be Jamar Chase. And when you pair him with a Joe Burrow, get those 2 boys back together, it's just going to be fun. The only thing I'm worried about is Joe Burrow having enough time to throw him the damn ball.
And you know what? Whose fault is that? That's the Bengals' fault, because they could have had a Penei Sewell of their own. They honestly should have drafted Penei Sewell, but
they just wanted to reunite. That's all they kept saying. Reunite.
That's really what the whole first round was. Those quarterbacks being reunited with their throwing targets in college, which is kind of interesting with Hurts, Burrow, and Tua. But to your point, I don't know. Chase should have a good year, but if, hopefully Burrow was able to stand up straight.
That's the thing. If they can keep Burrow healthy, he's going to put up over 1,000 yards receiving, maybe like 8 touchdowns on the season in his rookie year, and that's a great look. Justin Jefferson, I envision a Justin Jefferson-esque rookie season for him.
Yeah, and I believe Joe Burrow's a better quarterback than who Justin Jefferson had thrown to him. So.
Yes, it's definitely. And number 1, who you should be drafting in your all-rookie PPR Dynasty football draft, another guy that got drafted in the 2nd round, but is going to be the starter probably he got drafted in the 1st round, my bad, late 1st round. Najee Harris. He is going to be the starting running back for the Pittsburgh Steelers. James Conner is out. Benny Snell is Benny Snell. Anthony McFarland is their speed change of pace guy. Look at this guy's footwork though, man. And his calves are absolutely insane. And he's just a great teammate, too. So nothing but great things to say about Najee Harris. You put him in that Steelers offense, alleviate some pain off of Ben Roethlisberger, and hopefully they have a better run offense this entire season.
I mean, Ben Roethlisberger's washed. So I think they're gonna lean on this guy heavily. So, and as I just look at this list, I'm looking at all the teams, looking at their quarterback. I mean, obviously, I'm still going to say Ben Roethlisberger is better than Drew Lock.
Right.
But with that being said, outside of that, the rest of the quarterbacks, I'm like, is Ben really better than them? No, so they're gonna have to lean on a guy like Najee Harris, and that's to me that's a slam dunk, easy no brainer right there.
So pretty much what Stick's saying is if you're an early pick in your fantasy draft, just go with somebody from the Clemson Tigers or go from someone in Alabama.
I mean,
that's it.
I mean,
they got the best athletes.
It's really
That's
it's really the Alabama Invitational when they talk about the national championship. Clemson has started to kind of creep in there to where you can say it was Clemson, Alabama. But I mean, outside of that,
What pick do you have, by the way, Stick?
I had the 10th pick.
So you got 10th. So does that mean you're going with who you
if
gave
Bateman
a hint
falls
to?
me, I'm thinking about Bateman, but I really want a running back there if I'm not getting my quarterback. So I'm thinking Michael Carter from the Jets. I'm hearing that he's going to start off as the #1 running back there, like right away. They already produced the depth chart, and he's on top of it.
Yeah.
So that's what I look for, like immediate producers, especially at the number 10 pick. You're not getting one of the top 4 guys that you shouldn't miss on. So you kind of got to reach a little. There's also Kenneth Gainwell, who is playing for Philly, is a guy that I'm very interested in. He's out of Memphis. Reminds me a lot of Antonio Gibson. Like the reason Antonio Gibson only got 30 carries and 30 receptions his last year at Memphis was because of Gainwell. Gainwell can play ball, but he's backing up Miles Sanders. They just signed Kerryon Johnson, so he's got some issues to work through before he gets some shine in Philadelphia.
Hey, you look at Jamal Williams, man. He stepped up quickly when he came to Detroit.
Yeah.
From the looks of it.
Yeah, no, I love Jamal Williams here. So, yeah, that's my top 10 list of Dynasty rookies in your PPR league. Hopefully, you guys have your draft coming up soon. Like I said, mine is tonight. I look forward to this all year long. Like, Joey, you've seen me doing research on these guys for months. I just love watching game film on these guys, man. So, we'll find out where everybody lands tonight. I'll probably do a live stream on my own Facebook and my own YouTube tonight because, obviously, you guys got the big Pistons draft lottery party. But what do you think of those? Am I wrong? Am I right? Am I stupid? Am I smart? Let me know. I don't care what you think. Just let me know in the chats. Thank you very much. And